We're just what we're trying to do is I was trying to make it so it's a video. If not, I'm gonna record it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm jacked for it. The post says 6 a.m. Eastern Standard. Yeah, that's usually what it is. Honestly, that's usually what it is. It's 4 a.m. for me, or he does it at 8 a.m. Usually is when I find, and I have to get up around 5 to install everything. And then when I get up around 8, I can get in here and go live at 9, and I'm in it. But yeah, we're gonna be playing. I'm probably gonna be just going at it. I'm hopefully gonna be committing into the stream and getting a little time to chat with you guys and work on that stuff too. You know, I really, it's hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I can already tell. It's gonna be a lot to take in. It's something that we're not used to dealing with. Is going to be the overwhelming newness of everything, right? Like when you play a game persistently, you don't really have to deal with the idea of relearning. You know what I mean? Because when they make changes, small changes. So I'm hoping it's big enough that it feels like we're relearning things about the game and relearning how to use systems and fixing, you know. And also, you know, there's a couple of things I'd really like to see. One is I'd like to see in raid or loading into raid menu progression, like so you're able to access the traders, the flea markets, the builds would be even a good idea to have, and have all that incorporated right into it, you know, right into it like it ain't nothing. And I think that would be a huge perk. I think also if extractions work smoother, you know, I really think extractions working smoother or getting into raids a little bit quicker would be really nice. Things like that would, if they can get that incorporated, I would love it. I think here's why, and I'm not worried about like too much expansion of the game for us older players. You're going to have a lot of fresh faces joining right now, right? There's a lot of new people going to be playing. I've already been meeting tons of people that are like, oh yeah, I'm new, you know? And I think because of that, just that alone, guys, you're going to end up with a situation where we got all these fresh faces coming to play this game. It'd be nice to offer them smooth gameplay, you know, as a community. Have like their load times be pretty reasonable. Don't have a bunch of disconnects or kicks for ping or anything like that. And I feel like the server's going to be nice and loaded too. Like, let's be honest. There's going to be so many people that the server's going to be loaded up and it's going to be hard to operate about the maps and stuff. So here's what we're going to do right now. I was just going to go over a couple of things that I really like to do. And show my settings to you guys real quick. So post effects, I don't run them, okay? There's a reason. I have a single PC streaming setup. So for those of you that stream on one PC and everything like that, it's better to back tune your game settings so you have room and overhead for your recording and casting to you guys so you guys can watch the streams. You know, you kind of need that. So I turned most of my settings on that down. I don't like post effects that much. The only reason I really used it most of the time was for a little bit of brightness, a little bit of color saturation, and a little bit of sharpness. The rest of the time, I didn't really use it that much, okay? It wasn't like, oh my gosh, the clarity, whatever, none of that really made that huge of a difference. I did find I like my texture quality kind of high. I like my shadow quality kind of low. And then I turn all my object load qualities and my overall visibility is way down. I get way better frames when I play like this. I can see more people way further out. It makes it a little bit easier. I've been running on a K DLSS preset. All this you guys can look at if you got the same video card. This is going to be video card orientated for you guys. I run borderless full screen so I can alt tab out. Here's why. I find that if you don't run full screen, when you tab out in a full screen, it'll save you from when you tab out in a full screen of crashing your display. Okay, because sometimes when you do it, it'll like give you that hard hiccup. Okay, so for all of you guys that have multiple monitors and stuff like that, it makes it easier to alt tab out and not have to deal with it. Yes, I'm told it does rob a little bit of frame. Okay, on the gameplay, you can check all this out if you want, but I turned my field of view down to 63. A lot of people probably run a high field of view, but I do this because it's a high audio game. When you're fighting people in this game, a lot of the times you're just listening to them. You're using your ears more than your eyes. And I don't like the fact that my hitboxes get so small that my eyes are hurting to see it. So what happens when you bring your field of view down, it brings up your vision and your hitboxes, okay? So pretend like this is less field of view. That's more field of view. You see what I'm saying? It's the way it would work. So if you take your field of view down to where you can still handle the width, it'll actually make your hitboxes a little bit bigger, make people a little easier to see. Head bobbing, I take that all the way down. I don't like the head bobbing too much. All these, I don't run any of the preloadouts. I like the malfunction notification because I want to know that I malfunctioned. Everything else there, you guys see. We went through the graphics. We don't run post effects, but if you guys do, this is kind of my setup for it. Okay. Actually, I don't even think I run that. My volume in this, I run at 90%, oddly enough. I hope that we can change that, but I think it's because of the brush. When I go running through trees or playing woods, sometimes I'll even turn it down to 80% because I know I'm in the brush a lot. And hearing the brush hit my ears drives me nuts. The snow load used to do that. And let's go over to controls real quick. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I want to modify that we're going to work on. And we're going to talk about the controls that we have set now. Okay. So I use toggle ADS, and I use this for a couple of reasons. I use it so I don't have to hold my left hand down, okay? I also do a press and release change that makes it so 4 and 5 on my heels can one on press and one on release, and you'll find it. Let me see if I can find this hotkey here for you. Right here, 5. Boom, 5, 5. Where you at? Right here. Boom. I don't know how I set that actually. Either way, I did that so you guys know and I know. And I'm able to set that up because you got a press setting and then a release setting here, see? And so what I'll do is I'll set two hotkeys to the same button and then press and release. And that way I'm able to use my heavy and light bleed all off of one button. Another one I do is I put my hold breath on my slow walk. That way when I want to slow walk, I can hold my breath, or like it's all in the same button, so I don't have to think about 2 separate buttons for that. That one helps out a lot. And what was the other one? There's one more I need to keep. Anyways, we're doing a slow crawl through this. These are reference for me to go back to after later. If they change a bunch of stuff and I can't figure out my hotkeys, I can go back and look at all this, and that's why I do this. All right, we're looking at mouse sensitivity settings, aiming sensitivity settings. Okay. Scope zoom sensitivity settings. Just so you guys know. All right. And so I know. Sweet. Beautiful. I think that's everything for the game settings. All right. Onwards. So we made it to a point where I feel like my kill death spread hasn't been climbing a bunch. And I still really enjoyed the game this wipe. So I'm going to show you guys my stats overall. And we're just going to walk through that real quick, okay? We're not even going to talk about it. Well, we might a little bit. We might a little bit, but nothing crazy. So this 2.4 kill death spread, I think, is the overall. It's actually higher as a PMC. We got a 3.26. And we got a 0.29 as a scab. So it's honestly, if you overall lowers it, I don't have that bad of a kill death spread. I don't have that good of one. Here's my PMC extraction survival rates. All that. Yes, it's 25% of the time. It used to be 33% of the time. But as the bosses got harder and stuff became more challenging, it you know, it changed. Yeah, it changed. All right, so we're gonna go down and we're gonna look at our longest kill shots and stuff like that. We got hit counts, fatal hits, how many people we've killed. Bam. Bam, SMG kills, longest distance, longest shot. This wipe was 385. That's a pretty good long distance, I would say. All right, there's our skills. Here's what my stash looks like. And actually, the way I like to do this is I usually leave the top 10 slots of this open up here, guys. And so if you're just starting the game, I recommend not clogging this up like I have. Try to sort things. And when you start out, you're going to find that these tack rigs are going to be handy. So keep your biggest tack rigs you got instead of going out and losing them sometimes, because you're going to need them to hold things like your heals. You're going to need them to hold things like your food box, and definitely for ammunition cases, because early on ammunition plays heavy in the game. We all know that, right? All right, what else do we got here that we want to talk about? You guys got anything else, any key points that you think we should show so we have it for later, just in case we need it? We'll go through our skills here. Now remember, we're just kind of doing this for a walkthrough, for a remembrance of the game. These are things that we've seen and had the whole time we played the game, you know, and they're going to be changing it. And we don't know what they're going to change or what's going to be adjusted. So we're just taking a quick overview of everything. How do I change my map here? Oh, here we go. We have woods. Guess I got to buy different maps for that. Okay. Back to the character here. Guess we'll go down our achievements list. So these are all ones we don't have, or how far we made it. Ready for anything. True crime. Jack of all trades. Okay. No prestige for us. I haven't even messed with any of this yet. To be honest with you, I haven't played enough to get to that far. I want to, but just it's not happening. And there's 4 prestiges. Insane. Do you guys got that much time to play this? I gotta know. Because, geez, the prestige once is crazy, let alone 4 times. All right, this is what the hideout looks like. Yes, this is our hideout. Yes, I know. It's not done. It's not finished, but this is how it's set up. We're kind of just going to show you. I don't know if it's going to adjust or if they're going to redesign it or anything. Like I said, this is the release of the game. I'm sure they're holding back content like on the map, things like that. Hopefully it's some menu stuff. I'd like to see unlimited trades. You know, like almost everything be tradable somehow or another in the end. A way to go about it so it's smooth. All right, let's get some fuel in here. Turn our generators on. We'll climb in here and walk around real quick. Okay, so we didn't get the gym going this setup. But there's a full gym section in here that you can do a lot with. And I didn't make it very far. But I did get the TV, and I got the flat screen, baby. The flat screen. Look. It's flat, and it's a screen. Anyways, so yeah. You got water for you thirsty folks out there. A couple of workbenches. It looks great, right? It looks good. Everything looks nice. Maybe they'll just give us a big room with no wall next time. That'd be kind of cool, huh? All right. What else do we got? What else do we got? We need to go out and do some offline raids, huh? Go wander around some maps. They're supposed to be releasing this terminal map. We don't know much about that yet. But we'll see. We'll see. So what was your favorite map this wipe? Doom, what would you like the most? I think I was hooked on reserve. I think that's where I ended up. I mean, I played mostly customs tasking and then reserve for like fooling around, I think. Finding, you know, places to hold my ground, places to loot the mark room spawns, because I think there's 3 spawns on reserve. That's Tarkov for you. Lots of dying. How's your dying been lately, guys? Oh, my dying's been great. What about you? Oh, it's been good. I've been dying all over the place. I'm a donator of gear. Want a dog tag? Here, have mine. So customs was the most popular map, I think, for me. I think that's where I ended up the most. And then outside of that, I played reserve, and reserve was fire. I think this is one of my favorite maps. I hope they do more to it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's towers in this map right now, and they stuck it in a couple of wipes ago. And there's like, I don't know why they put these big old tall towers everywhere. And I was curious if they were gonna like slap a couple snipers up here and there. And I'd never seen anything up there yet, so we'll find out. I don't know if they're making any expansions to anything. This is the interchange map. I could see it. I could see him reworking lighting and stuff on maps and stuff. They've been doing seasonal changes, so we're probably going to get our snow. I would think, right? We're going to get snow. There's ground zero. We got wood. Streets is quite nice too. I actually quite like streets. How about streets? Where's my streets map? Sorry guys, I don't have a streets map today. It's alright. It's alright, we don't need it. It's not something we need, you know? It's not a must-have. It's not a must-have in this situation. Alright, let's go find something to do here. Go figure out what we want to do here. We need to make sure we have landmines. We're going to go playing with other people. Yes, the landmines have been fun. Got a heavy bleed, a light bleed, landmines. You got 1 CMS. I wonder if I got a... Injectors and everything are super pricey right now, huh? So maybe what I was thinking was going out each map in an offline raid and finding a quick view of it. What do you guys think? And I guess we'll just start at on ground zero here. We'll go pick a spot. I don't know the exact, and the cool thing about this is once we pick a spot, we can just leave it, you know. If we got a ground zero map. I don't know if I have one loaded up yet, but we'll look. That's Tarkov for you. Lots of dying. How's your dying been lately, guys? Oh, my dying's been great. What about you? Oh, it's been good. I got a story. Okay. I've been dying all over the... Right. So in this map, there's 6 big buildings, and I had a hard time figuring it out at first, but what gave me the clue was there's one building that's shaped like it's connected to the labs building, and they're catty corner from each other, and one's cutting around this way, like into itself, and one's around the other way on the corner over here. That's how I was able to figure out north from south. And actually, if you look at labs up here, it pretty much will direct you. Like you have that little. There's also a ramp right here. That becomes very noticeable. Very noticeable. My coffee's done. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, let's get back at it. Let's see if we can find high ground somewhere. Where's the highest ground in this map? That's actually what we should try to do. Let's go just do that. That button changed. I'd say high ground would be one of these towers right here, yeah? I think. I joined at 9 apparently, but it looks really nice. So this is the whole labs area. Yeah. The car extraction. Yes. The med tent's up here. We're just wandering around a little bit. Just showing you guys around. Yeah. A quick run through. So I believe the boss, I've had him right here in this area fighting with us lately. And he's at 100% spawn rate right now. Me and Bang went after him last night, and Arnie yesterday. Got into some action with him. This area is really neat, this bank over here. There's some landmines tucked away in the back here. That'll get you. Oh, God, it's gotten me once. You go right back here and hook a right. Yeah, you end up in a landmine. I didn't know it. But to get your tripwire, you got to go there, right? Makes it worth it. Makes it worth it. I ran into there and just run into it and call it good. So, this is how I tell my direction. We got the labs up here. That's at one end, and this is the other end. At first, this kind of confused me because you had buildings out here that didn't have any. And you'd be like, do I go that way? Do I go this way? You know? We gotta find high ground somewhere. I think we can get up in this building here and look down this street here. Wish I didn't join at night. Sorry, guys. Nakatana. Right. Quick run-throughs on each map today. That's what we decided. Can I get up here? Here we go. No. Try to get us a view. Trying to get y'all a view here. Guess we can't go up any higher. I must have went the wrong way there. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. There we go. So this is the other end of the map here. Right there. All the way down to just above this labs. That'll be the other building right there. That'll be the top of the map. Right. Looks nice, man. It's a nice map. Hey, we are off. We'll try another one. You need to join the next one in the day. So that was the first. We're gonna go through all. I think there's only eight or nine maps. I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've counted them all up. Should be able to do this in under an hour. I think. Shouldn't take us that long. Maybe a little longer. Maybe a little longer. What do you guys think would be your favorite map that you had to play on ever in this game? I have a hard time deciding. Like, I got like 3. You know, it makes it really tough. Make sure we're not out of food and water. Didn't take that away from us. Okay. What did we do? We did Ground Zero, which is the newest map. We could try to work our way backwards, I guess. So I think it would be Ground Zero, Streets, Reserve. And then after that, I couldn't tell you. I'm really pumped about this, actually, guys. It's gonna be gonna be a great day. I think it's tomorrow I'll be around with y'all. I'll be here to play some games. I'll be here to enjoy some time. And so hopefully if it works out for tomorrow, then Saturday I can go do what I need to get done. How do I get to it? We need to do a test here. I need to see if this works. OBS. I have to have it open. Show that I'm good. Don't. Close that. Oops. Up. No. Not what I want, my friend. Think back. So, Psycho, do you keep track of your stuff on Facebook? Is he better about Facebook than he is with Twitter? X, whatever it is. That one site. That one place. Mighty Nikita, you know. He posts over there sometimes. I've seen him. It's nice. Okay, here we go. Back into our PMC. We were doing streets. And we were going to go in the middle of the day. We don't want it to be freezing outside. And we need to enable practice mode. We need to shut all this stuff off. Yeah, we're going to go look around streets real quick. I'm going to go check it out. I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome to the Noob Nation again. My name is Snooks, and I've been doing this for quite some time. I quite enjoy doing it. You're streaming. I started back in 2017. We started streaming on an Xbox with just a basic little webcam. I've been doing it ever since. And all the setup, all the mics. Got a couple of nice, simple pieces of gear that really help us out. And then we just use what we got the best of our ability. I'll be honest with you guys. I just do the best I can with what I got. Everything you guys see on the stream, though, I've drawn myself, or somebody from the community has helped me build. There's only maybe like one little thing that I've outsourced and had somebody do some graphics design with like a logo that I've built or something. You know what I'm saying? And very little though. So when you see all the scenes and all the transitions, do please bear with me on them. I built them all myself. I've made all the overlays, made them work. You know, that's how I did it. So it's not very easy to do. It's definitely not as easy as it looks. I promise. And I want to get better at it. I keep trying to get better at it, but I've learned something in this. If I want to get it to the level that I want it to be at, I almost need to find somebody that can do little parts of what I need done and take care of it for me. I've come to learn that, you know. I wonder why it takes so long to load in a offline raid. That's okay. We're just going to do a quick walk through this. We might go over and look at Lexos. I'll show you my basic run route that I usually take across the map, you know, the route I know. And we might go over by like the Sky Bridge area. Look down like Pinewood and all that. Looks pretty cool. We're not going in any room. We're not looking for any loot. We're not checking out cabinets. We're just going to walk across the map. Okay, guys? Yeah. Might go find a couple of high grounds to pan across real quick. It'll be fine with me. Be fine with me. All right. Welcome to Talk. I don't come here often, so I don't know this map extremely well, okay? But I do know a few things about it that I do like. So over here is the archway exit right here. I know that. Over there's like a med area. I feel like some of the buildings should be unlocked, and maybe that might happen. What do you guys think? Do you think like they might give us some more doors to some new areas? Because the map's here, the stuff's here, but there's no access to some of it, you know? Like, this literally could be easily turned into something, knocking out a wall and opening up a door, you know, making it so it's an openable object. I could see them doing more of that. A lot of file cabinets, nice stuff up here. I gotta quit running a whole bunch. Let's just take a stroll. Really nice places to get shoes. I find the shoes here are fire. Yeah. You go to the city to get shoes. This little subway area is kind of neat. Go down here and take a peek. Kind of neat. So you can get across this without being wide out in the open. Because sniper scavs spawn in this area. And they will shoot ya. Okay, so that's north. This is the center of the map here, guys. And we're going to go up over this way just a little bit so that we can shoot a laser across it for you guys. Kind of show you. Yep. And then this would be the south side of the map, I believe. Here, I could be backwards. They don't have one up in front of me. You know? The other end's down there. Bam. Bam. That's the Pinewood. Look at that hotel. Stayed there a couple of times, you know, camped out. Had a couple of good gunfights. Usually right around this area of it, or like over in that corner. It seemed like I had tons of gunfights. Because, like, I think a lot of people push up here to see if the boss spawns. And he always turns the scavs against you, too, so. I remember when I first started playing this map, guys, I'd be like, what's going on? I can't figure out where I'm at in the smoke. I was using the smoke to kind of figure out which road I was on. I would see this rising and I'd be like, ah, that's the Pinewood. It took me a long time to dial it as far as I have. We'll head over here. We'll head over here. We'll show you all the nice stuff down this way. This is the deadly area. We don't have to go into Lexos all the way, I don't think, but we're going to go down by it. So this is what everybody refers to as the Sky Bridge right here. You can get up in it from a back door over there and then climb up, and then there's a room to unlock. It's a nice little go-to if you're looking to feel like going there. So I had a hard time learning that area back there where the veterinarian center and stuff was. It was quite tough. It was quite tough. I think it was my hardest area to learn on the whole map. There's some sewer holes over there, or like a trainway sticking out of it. You can go down there and extract, just so you guys know. That's the other edge of the map right there, actually, from here. We still have a little bit more on the other side of this, though. You got to include Lexos and all that. That's Lexos. There's landmines all over the place. If we walk into one out here, we die. Which is very likely. It's very likely. That's the construction site looking all nice. Looking all nice. Where all the tools are, you know? When you're looking for tools, you got to go to the construction areas. A lot of people stay out of here. We're going to stay out of here, too. If you want to go in there, it's where the other boss spawns. He's a mean guy. He's very mean. I remember one time I was getting in a gunfight over there, and I came over here and I laid down right here, and I couldn't figure out which way was up. Like, I couldn't get it in my brain. And so, like, another streamer ran up on me right there. I didn't know. And I said, hey, man, which way's north? I was just getting into VoIPing at the time, though. You know, I didn't have a... I was trying to learn it. The confidence. I lacked the confidence, you know, and I'm trying to build it. It's hard. When you're always the underdog, you know, and you got to play like that, it's hard to get the confidence. It takes time. I had to build it differently. It's there though, I promise. I have it. Okay, I don't know why I'm running. I was going to show you guys this. So over there's the crash site. That area is not very cool, I don't think. I think this is my favorite spot on this map though so far. Like, I like Lexos and I like all that, but I've had a lot of fun right here in this little area. And we're looking for a view for you. So this is the cinema. I don't know what's playing, but definitely something gory, I would say. I wonder where they get all this free power from, though, to run these lights and to run everything, you know? It's got a good view. It's got kind of a nice view. You can also see halfway up the map this way. And there's the Hue door thing right there. And I find that a lot of people run to that, so... When you're out here, like, trying to get your shooter boards or your scat or whatever, you know, those long, bolty shots like we got now, that spot is beautiful for it. You can just, yeah, I like it. I like that spot. Nice. We'll go inside real quick. Been thinking about buying this place, you know, reopening it. Look at it. Nothing a little cleaning wouldn't fix, you know? Couple loose boards maybe. I bet the plumbing's bad, but hey, who needs plumbing when you got a guitar and a place to hang out with all your friends and power? Those free power, guys. You cannot complain. Got speakers. See, we got a stereo system. Don't underestimate this place. Those tools. Those tools. Look, we can put a Noob Nation ad right there. Just like that. Boom. There we go. We'll go like this. We go. Yeah. Grabbing some print screens real quick. All right. Excuse me, guys. Work. Okay. All right, guys, we got our things that we need from here. Let's move on to the next place. Moving on. Where you want to go next? What do you guys think? Reserve. We got shoreline. Shoreline's kind of hard to find a favorite place on. Because I don't even know. Actually, I do know where my favorite spot in shoreline is. I can tell you. On top of the east or the west wing, honestly. On top of the west wing. My favorite. That's where we're going to have to go. Just it. Where it's going to have to be. Nothing wrong with that at all, though. Trust me. Come on. I think I have a couple more maps in me before we call it. Do it. Straight back out. We did ground zero right away. Yes, we did. We did streets next. We have factory. And factory would be good. We could do factory. Factory's fast. Our goal is to take a print screen in each map, essentially. One print screen somewhere, just to prove we've been there. Oh. Just proof that we've been there. I have that thing you sent me, Psycho, in Discord, and it's got me all like, keep looking over thinking Facebook's open. I don't know why. Excuse me. All right. Yeah. See? Yeah. I'm surprised these load times for being like a private. I think I'm gonna set my green screen up tonight, just for tomorrow. Just have it. Yeah, I think I might move my. No, it ain't worth it, man. Well, it is. It is. It is worth it. It is worth it. It's an easy adjust, you know. It should only take me about 10 minutes to set up, so I'm gonna tear down. But if we're gonna be doing a nice live long stream for Tarkov, it'd be nice to have all my stuff. And honestly, I need to do some transition work too. They look like hell. It's all fades right now. My slides all went away. I don't know what happened. I can't get it to work. Got me bonkers. Okay. Oh, did I load into a regular one? Hello. Right. Good day, sir. Can you hear me? Hello, friend. We're at Medgate. Get out here. Caw! Caw! Stay over there. What are you doing?
Whoa!
Dang it! The scavs messed my trap up. Hello, friend. Can you hear me? Kind of wish you didn't do that when you switched. You already have it in your hand. Yeah, both of them. Well, looks like we're playing now. No more map tour, or you guys want to continue in the map tours? I think we should continue on it. Just dip it. Hope for the worst. If I die, grab another pack of gear and go. Well, that's what factory's like. For those, you don't have to see factory. There ain't much to it. That's it. Funny. Ah, funny. Okay. Well, I was wondering why it was taking so long to get into a raid. It was because we were trying to find other players to play with, you know? That's all it was. Nothing wrong with that. What map are we hitting next? That was fact. We're gonna go ahead and skip that. I kind of want to go. We got Lighthouse. Oh, Lighthouse is actually a pretty good one to go check out, especially with nobody around. You know, like in a. Yeah, I kind of want to go there. I'm gonna try to show you. I'm gonna show you my favorite spot on Lighthouse. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna show my two favorite spots real quick. That's what we're doing next. My two favorite spots on Lighthouse. Not my two favorite spots. Great sniping spots is why. Oh, I didn't bring a scope. Oh well, we'll be alright. We don't need a scope. Yeah, we do. I gotta have a scope. It's like, I mean, that's why I go to these spots like at night. We'll grab a scope and we'll grab a landmine. Or a tripwire or whatever, you know? I gotta find some snacks. Gotta go. All right. You got anything I can throw on this? I think I got it. May not get all the maps in there, guys. Might have to pick it up tomorrow a little bit or tonight. Finish my. Yeah, we ain't gonna get it. You're gonna get this one though. Good timing. Right, my. Oh man. All right, so ugly tree up here is really nice. People shoot you a lot. But if you get up and over this tree and get down in this gully, there's a couple of cool spots to die. I kind of hope they make more dynamic spawns too. Like where it's never the same spawn. Maybe even have them roll in at different times, but not stack on each other. I don't know if they could do it. I don't know. Their spawn rate's just not fast, or their spawn time's just not fast enough to be able to like throw somebody in big, man. I like this spot a lot right over here. I go up over here. Crouch down right here. I like this place. You could duck down when you need to. I think I'm up one. Yeah, I am. Okay. So this other this other spot I really like is kind of a pain in the butt to get to, but it's not bad. I'll show you. You can go about it two ways. A lot of guys will go up and around the back, and usually that's where I do it. Is if you spawn up at the top and the back up here, you can come down that way. I'll show you guys. And it's perfect because there's some landmines there, and a lot of people don't know the path of it. So they don't go through there. I'm not saying everybody doesn't. I'm sure a lot of people do. But if you jump over one particular rock, you don't have to deal with any of it. And it kind of covers you too. Honestly, it kind of gives you a little bit of coverage from other folks. Land bridge right here. So this is what I'm talking about right back here. A lot of cats come up this front right here, and they'll head down this hill and come over to this side right here and then go up, okay? I don't do that. I don't like that route, so I go up this way. Because normally there's a couple of spawns back here. There's actually a spawn up on this hill right here, on the other side of that rock, kind of. And then there's a spawn on the other side of this hill over there. And you got a choice to push that guy, and he can choose to either, and normally they'll come back down and go out this way. And they'll be right here where I'm at, and then you can sit up on this hill and pick at him from there. I usually just pick a bush or a rock over here and lay down somewhere and get me a good spot. Kind of wait a second. And they come down like this, the opposite direction. But if you go back up after you either kill him or don't, whatever you do, you can run down the dirt right here a little bit, but I like to get up off of the dirt. And I get up on these rocks right here. And there's a reason, because you can actually stay on the dirt all the way up until right here, and then go through there. But all of this is landmines right here. All of this side of this. So cats will come running through here and blow up right here. Or they'll go down those rocks there because they don't have a way to get to you. What I do is I go up over here and jump up on this rock right here, which is kind of a chore to get up on. And if you do it right, you get up over here and drop down. So right there's landmines. And if you back up right there, you get hit. If you slide off this rock, you get hit. If you run out right here, you get hit. So I try to stick me like a, tripwire back here. And then I'll drop down over right here. And then lay down. In this spot right here, you can get 2 of the buildings pretty much. Well, not 2 of the buildings. You get the front entrance. These guys. Right? And then you get these guys. The guys out in the middle here, all the gate entrances. And then what you do is you press out this way. And none of this is landmines right here. A lot of people don't know that. But there's no landmines from here down. And so you're able to pretty much just run in any of this. And I find if I get over here somewhere, and I get behind these trees right here, I can actually sometimes catch these guys and then knock these 2 guys out. The gunner here and the other gunner over here. And then I'll drop down right here. And that clears this whole front. So you don't have to worry about none of that. And then you can move in. That's why that's my favorite spot. I don't know why. It's like a perfect starting point. I don't normally come in from here. I normally work my way down. Clear around. And then work my way into this little room. So this is a hard map to clear, really. It's one of the tough ones. Gotta eat. Anyways, guys, that's the end of my endeavor today. It's time for me to get on out of here, get some food in me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully they have the wipe going. I'm hoping that's how it works out. Don't you agree? We'll see though. We'll see. Thank you all for being here today. I do appreciate you. Remember, we're gonna be going on to another stream here, and when you guys get over there, give them a friendly hello for me over here. Okay. Have a great day, everybody, and as always, don't remember to forget we're all noobs here. Bye bye now.